Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Of course, with the two new super easy Asian, your boy had to drop some content trying them out in against Goku and Frieza. Waiting for that last stage with the new red zone for now. I do feel like taking units in against Frieza specifically is probably a little bit unfair, just because I do believe you need a good overall team to be taking units in there rather than specifically showing off units, unless your name's Vegeta or Gogeta, of course. Now, where do I want to go for orbs? What's going to drop the best for me right now? I think we just drop this in orb and then all the tech ones can come down a little bit, because I don't think I can get him too many orbs. So we're only getting him 5 right now, only 5 key spheres for Cell, which isn't great. But either way, that's still 250% extra attack and defense, and we've only just started, so it's not the be-all and end-all. So that should serve him quite well for the time being. And then because we're, of course, surrounded by a full extreme class team, let alone an ally attacking in the same turn, everyone on the rotation is always going to be getting 40% defense and also having 20% crit chance. 13.9 off of 5 orbs really isn't that bad. And we hit an additional. One thing I did forget to mention when I did try him in the showcases, he does also recover 10% HP on super. So every time he supers, that is 10% HP. And with the built-in additional in his passive, you'll be able to trigger that quite often than not. So I actually quite like that a lot, especially if you do couple him with not only Interlar Broly, who has a little bit of healing, but then a lot of Boo units. Not that they needed any more of it. You're looking at a ton of healing coming from Broly, coming from, say if you use Tech Buuhan, EZA Int Buuhan, Kid Buu, Fat Buu, etc, etc. And then this guy, you are recouping a lot of HP. So big fan of that. As I said, as if this team needed any more healing, but it's there if you want it. It's another option. And then for the majority of this fight, of course, aside from one phase, we will be facing a superclass enemy. So Cell will always have the extra 20% damage reduction to go on the damage reduction he has. So we're always going to have 40% no matter what. Aside, which is going to be really interesting to see how he does there, aside from the Golden Frieza and 17 phase. The only extreme phase in this entire event, of course. So that will be the one phase where Cell really isn't at his best. Not so much the all enemies minus 20% attack, because again, if only one unit is able to debuff, that 20% is only going to go so far. Nice to have it, but again, it's not really going to be doing much for us. But losing out on 20% damage reduction to leave Cell with just 20, as I said, we're really going to see how he does. Now, Janemba, of course, can't dodge here, so I'm going to float him off. And I'm expecting him to take a bit of damage, and Kid Buu can take his place. So pretty much what we want right now is we just want a ton of orbs, because we're going to need a ton of orbs, especially with Cell only having 20% damage reduction. I mean, 8's not bad. That's 400% attack and defense. We're on 559 in terms of defense before he supers. And then I think we got 1 rainbow key orb, so that's an extra 10%. So he's on 30% damage reduction. So it's not all bad, but as I said, this is where Cell's going to be at his weakest, because we are facing an extreme class unit or an extreme class enemy. So let's see how he does. Let's see how he does. I'm prepped for Janemba to be taking a bit of damage. I've come to terms that Janemba is very much a dodge or die unit. So the fact there's only 1 attacking slot, 3, hopefully we're okay, but we haven't been supered yet, which kind of concerns me just a tad. Cell pulling out 19.9. I'm just hoping we now don't get super attacked, because I think we may die, especially on Janemba with that type disadvantage. Cell pulling out a triple though. Let's not forget that would be 30% HP of like we healed back. No super still. Okay, no, it's coming, it's coming. I don't know if we survive this. I actually don't. We've got 30% damage reduction. What are we looking at? 9 damage. Oh, do you know what? Fair enough. Cell just made me eat my words. Fair enough. There's a reason why he's perfect, right? Fair enough. Cell, take a bow. I mean, I suppose he does get 200% when he attacks. So, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. Again, that's Cell not at his best. That's Cell facing an extreme class enemy missing 20% damage reduction. So, I'll take that. Now, I cannot remember which one of the Brolys I used the domain on. I think it may have been mine. Well, actually, I hope it's mine because I'm about to rotate him off. That way I have a domain on this rotation. If not, I've kind of fumbled this entire rotation and we're going to be out of a domain for a little bit. But it is what it is. So hopefully I got the correct one. Hopefully we've got the correct one. But yeah, once we're clean out of this phase, we got all of Cell's damage reduction back. We got that debuff back. Again, that's not really making too much of a difference. But more importantly, we got the damage reduction back. And then, I'm not going to lie, if he's surviving that, I know Goku and Frieza hit a lot harder, especially once you get their HP down. But if he's surviving that at his worst environment or in his worst environment, then against Goku and Frieza, I think he should be fine. I mean, maybe on a super attack he takes a bit more, but at that point he's going to have the extra 20% for facing a super class enemy. Depending on how many rainbow orbs, depends if we get a bit extra. But I think he should be good. I really do. I mean, he's going to have Kid Buu next to him, so we're going to have that nullification. So let's see if I can have a repeat of a few months back, or like 2 months back, whenever it was, when Kid Buu decided to nullify Goku and Frieza 3 times in a row. That would be good. I can finally get Carnival LR Broly transformed. I need to rotate him off. Now that's a lot of orbs. That's what I'm talking about. How many orbs is this? 16! With 3 rainbow orbs! Oh, yes! That's some good shit. 1.69 attack and 884k defense. Okay, so I see you. I see you. So we got an extra, what? 30% damage reduction? There's the nullification. That's what I love to see. Yeah, we got an extra 30% damage reduction from the rainbow orb. So Cell's currently sitting on 70% damage reduction. As I said, he's going to be fine here. He is going to be fine. I mean, the super attack's already happened, so we're not going to see that come his way. Although at this point, by picking up 16 orbs with 3 rainbow, 35.8 mil attack stat. Let's not forget as well, he also only has like 3 links active. Importantly, Big Bad Boss is active. Can we get another additional? Super? Question mark? No? Okay. I mean, we got you 16 orbs and then you let me down in the additionals. But I guess it is what it is. You did pull out a 35 million attack stat. I still kind of can't decide who I prefer out of him. Do I prefer him or do I prefer Buuhan? I feel like Cell... I mean, Buuhan does have more damage reduction. Consistently. I don't know. They're both very good. Buuhan obviously does more damage, but they're both very, very good. We have the revival if need be. I did get the right Broly. Good stuff. I did get the right Broly. So we can have the domain active. I think I might put Janemba in slot 1. 90% chance to dodge and everything rather than damage reduction and guard. I mean, it is a lot of damage reduction, but I think I might go for the dodge. I mean, worst comes to worst, we die and we trigger the revival. Plus, Goku and Frieza are getting towards half HP. They're pretty much there. So we're kind of almost done. So I think I'm just going to let Janemba go in slot 1. We're going to go for the dodge. We're going to go for the dodge or die strat. We do have that revival safety net. And then by the time next turn comes around, if we get Cell a decent amount of orbs, we're probably going to win. So... Get out of here. Oh, God. I love that. Shame the damage isn't there, though, but I love that. Kid Buu's nullification. Janemba's dodge. Crit him again? Maybe? Yes! Yeah, no, we're done. After this turn, we're definitely done. If Tech Broly doesn't get the kill, we're done. We're either done here or we're done next turn. Oh, yeah, we're done now. We're done now. Cell done well. Cell done well. As I said, I can't really decide who I prefer out of Cell or Buhan. I guess it doesn't really matter because they're both amazing super EZAs, but he more than held his own. Even in the worst possible spot he could be, he more than held his own. But that is going to wrap up the video for now. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care, have a great day, and peace.